I want to travel a lot. I've actually only been to three countries, Canada, Japan, and the United States, two of which I've lived in. That's Canada and Japan. But there's so many other countries I want to visit. So that's what I want to talk about today. I absolutely love geography, cultures, and things like that. I'm subscribed to Geography Now, which is a great channel if you want to learn about all the countries of the world. And the host, Paul Barbado, is going on a trip later this year to all of the countries of his ancestry. Well, except for the Korean one. He's going to the European countries. You see, I'd like to do the same thing and travel to my ancestral countries. But that's not all. I want to go to a lot more than that. So I'm just going to give you 10 countries that I want to visit. So let's start off with my ancestral countries. Number one is Norway. My grandmother is actually from North Dakota, but her family is Norwegian, and I would absolutely love to visit Norway. There's so many things I want to see, the fjords, Oslo. I want to learn about the history, including Vikings. I want to see the landscapes. I'd love to go hiking there too. Maybe even take a cruise up into the fjords. It'd be absolutely wonderful to visit there. Number two is Germany. My grandfather was German, so I'd like to visit his ancestral country. Of course, Germany's famous for beer and sausages, and I love both, so I want to try them. But I want to travel around the country, visit a lot of castles, because I love castles, and I want to try out many kinds of beer and sausages in Germany. I think it would be great to visit. And I'd love to drive on the Autobahn, just once in my life. The third country I'd like to visit is the UK, especially England and Scotland, as that's where my ancestry comes from as well. Of course, UK is a pretty famous country, right? There's a lot of history, a lot of things to see. Again, lots of castles, and I would love to eat fish and chips there. I want to visit London, of course, and I would like to go north to Scotland and check that out because I'm very interested in it. The landscape seems very interesting to me, so I want to check it out. Number four is Ireland. Yeah, the Emerald Isle, the very green country. I really like seeing green country and landscapes. And of course, Ireland is famous for its castles too. You get the idea that I like castles, right? So I would love to see it. I'd love to try the food. I want to go to an Irish pub and maybe even kiss the Blarney Stone. But I would love to see Ireland. Number five is Russia. Now I mentioned that my grandfather is German, but he was born in Russia. He's one of the Volga Germans. And they left Russia shortly before the Russian Revolution. And they went to places like Germany, North America, and South America. And surprisingly, we have found that we have a lot of relatives in Argentina. But my grandfather and his family came to Canada. I'd love to see his hometown as well as go up to Moscow and St. Petersburg. I would really like to see St. Petersburg. It seems like a very interesting city because I love architecture and history. The remaining five countries are just countries I really want to go to. I have no ancestral connection to these countries, but I just want to see them. Number six is Iceland. I've just had this fascination with this country for a long time. It's pretty far north, it's isolated, it's cold, and it has lots of volcanoes and hot springs. I would love to see some of the volcanoes, and I would also like to see the Blue Lagoon, which I've heard is really touristy though. And I would like to explore Reykjavik. The whole island just seems like a really interesting one to drive around. I would like to see everything there. It's not a very big country, so who knows, I might be able to. Number seven is New Zealand. I would love to see this country, both the North and South Islands. You see, I love nature, and New Zealand has a lot of it. I want to go to the mountains, as well as check out where Lord of the Rings was filmed. Especially the Hobbit's village, that would be fun. But I would also like to see the cities. Christchurch, although it's been hit by some pretty devastating earthquakes, I've heard is a very beautiful city, and I would really like to go there. And if possible, I would like to see a kiwi. Number 8 is Australia. Out of all of the other countries in the British Commonwealth, I think Australia and Canada have the most in common. We're big countries with vast space that is mostly uninhabited, although totally different. Canada is cold, Australia is hot. And we're both relatively young countries, although Canada's a bit older. But for me, the big thing is nature in Australia. I want to see the animals there. I also want to go to the outback, check out Uluru, and I want to see Tasmania. I don't know, it just seems really interesting to me. I would really love to see Tasmania. And on the other end of the country, I'd like to go north and see Darwin. And number 9 is Costa Rica. It's the most stable country in Central America, and it is very well known for ecotourism. It's supposed to be a beautiful country, and I want to explore the countryside. You know, go into the rainforests. I've heard there's an area where you can go up into the canopy of the rainforest and look down from up above. That would be a lot of fun. And finally, number 10 is Italy. I would love to see this country. I love history. I want to explore Rome. I want to see Venice. I want to go to Sicily. Actually, I just want to see the whole country. There's so much to see there, so much to explore. I want to see the ruins, all of the old buildings, and of course, eat some pasta. I really like pasta. It was really hard to narrow it down to 10 countries. There are so many more that I want to see. I would love to travel around Europe by train and visit pretty much every country that I can. I would love to go to South America and explore some of the ruins, like in Peru, at Machu Picchu. And I would also like to go down to Africa. The country that I really want to go to there is Namibia. I don't know, I just want to see the deserts there, the animals, and of course, the architecture of the capital city, Windhoek. Of course, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And then there's Southeast Asia, especially places like Singapore and Vietnam. I love Vietnamese food. I think that would be great to visit there. And Pacific Islands. Yeah, there's a lot there I'd want to see. Oh, Tahiti, that would be great. Although that's not a country. So how about you? Which countries do you want to visit the most? Let me know in the comment section below and tell me why. If you like this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see some more videos by me about books, science fiction, and travel, then please subscribe and check out those videos over there. You might find something you like. Thanks for watching.